Day coming up, I thought it might be helpful to show you a couple of really practical ways that you can work some green eyeshadow into your look without it looking costumey or overwhelming. Something that really you could wear to work and then still for celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I know a lot of people tend to actually go out for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not one of those people, but I still like to wear green eyeshadow. And in fact, St. Patrick's Day is actually my mother's birthday. So that weekend we'll be doing dinner at her house because my stepdad's birthday is the 20th. So their birthdays are right there together. So we're going to be doing a taco night and birthday cake and everything for them. So I'll be wearing green eyeshadow and my St. Patrick's Day earrings at some point. They're somewhere where I'd be showing you my little four-leaf clovers. Which one's the good four-leaf? But anyway, I already have my face makeup on and I'm really excited because we went to TJ Maxx the other night. I just so happened to stumble upon one of these MAC Go Play blushes. This is in the shade So Natural, which is kind of like a goldeny beige color. I know Jessica Braun has raved about these. I think these are like seriously her favorite blushes. And they just so happened to have it, and it was only $13. And this says to compare at $22, but when I looked on Ulta, it was I think $31 or $29. I can't remember because I also got a eyeshadow palette that I really want to wear. I almost used it for this look today, but because it does have that beautiful green. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Natural Oasis eyeshadow palette. Look at that packaging. It's like layered. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really pretty. So like I said, I almost went in with this, but then I thought I really wanted to keep the I Look drugstore so that people could get their hands on these products. But I did want to show you quickly this Go Play blush. I would love to have one of these in another shade. Like I said, I have it on, and it's a weird texture, but oh, beautiful finish, beautiful color. Actually, we had stopped at my mom's for just a minute to let the boys see her. And she's like, oh my gosh, your skin looks porcelain. It looks flawless. And I was like, oh, thank you. So, really excited I found one of these. It was just sitting there. Like, the way my TJ Maxx is, there's like an end cap right at the beginning of the makeup. And that's usually where the high-end makeup is that end cap. And I just, boom, seen this sitting there. And I was like, I have to have it. But anyways, let's get into eyeshadow. So like I said, my face makeup is already done. NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer, a little bit of I've really been loving the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. This is in Warm Porcelain. I kind of use it to spread out everything else. So Maybelline Glow, what is this called? Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. Actually, you can see how much I've been using it. So on my perimeter, NYX Bear With Me Concealer in the center, and then I take this and I hit the outer portions and blend everything together. Okay, and then for bronzer, if you haven't seen this video, actually it may go up after this, but anyway, here's a sneak peek. My current favorite bronzer is this matte bronzer from LA Girl. This is Back to the Beach. Don't ask me how, but it almost gives this blurring effect. It's amazing. So that's actually going to be a part of our eyeshadow look today. And so let's go ahead and start with some eyeshadow primer. This really is going to be a make or break in keeping your eyeshadow vibrant and not fading throughout the day. So some Milani eyeshadow primer. And I'm actually going to show you two different ways you could potentially do a really nice green eyeshadow look. So the first thing is the main eyeshadow palette we're going to be using is this Bite Size eyeshadow palette. And this is Hot Jalapeno from e.l.f. Here are the shades we are working with. It does have 2 shimmers and 2 mattes. So the first look I'm going to do is going to be more focused with the green on the lid. So I'm actually going to take just my bronzer. I'm going to take a little bit of this and place the bronzer color into my crease. Like so. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush. And I'm going to take some of this lighter green shade and place that all over the lid. Just lightly tapping it. I don't want to sweep because where I do already have my face makeup on, I don't want there to be any fallout onto my cheeks. So then I'm just going to take the tip of this, dab it into the green, and just lightly buff that green up into my crease. So now what you could do is either go on the lid with the green shimmer or the gold, or a mixture of both. What I'm actually going to do is take some of the gold and place that toward the front of my eyelid. And now I'm going to take some of the green shimmer and place that toward the back. Now I like the green shimmer, but I do want a little bit of that matte green to show. So I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I just used, tap back into that green shade, and just lightly tap that onto the outer corner. You could stop right there and do that on both eyes, and that would be a beautiful, pretty shimmery look for St. Patrick's Day. Now, if you wanted to elevate it, you could put a little bit of line and define tape and really smoke out that green color a little bit to give you a bit of a wing. You also could take this dark green shade and use a very thin brush like this and use that as your liner, and also use it to create your wing just using that dark green shade. So you really could make a variation of how you want your green eyeshadow to look using just this one palette. And again, these bite-sized eyeshadow palettes are only $3 or $4, so you really could create a bunch of different looks with this, depending on if you wanted it very simple or more exaggerated. Maybe wear it like this to work if you want to, and then you could exaggerate it come nighttime when it's time to go out. On this eye, we're going to focus the green on the bottom lash. So again, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my bronzer, and I'm going to place that into my crease. Now for the lid on this side, I am just going to take some of the gold and place that on the lid. I'm doing a very light wash of the gold. There, nothing extreme. Now what I want to do is take not quite so thin of a brush, more like this, kind of this domed, fluffy brush. And I'm going to tap into this green shade, and I'm going to run that along my bottom lash line. Make sure you do tap off the excess so that it doesn't fall. So now I'm going to take the same brush after I've cleaned it off and take just a little bit of my bronzer that we used and just lightly run that underneath. For this look, I want to amp it up just a little bit. So in the waterline, I am going to take this LA Girl Glide Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Limelight, and I'm going to place that onto the waterline. Just to give a little bit more green. Now say you wanted to do this but you didn't want quite so bright a green, you could also go in with more of an olive green. Two options for that would be from NYX. They have the Epic Wear liner stick, and this is an all-time olive, which we have right here. And then there's even a more greenish gray. This is from Milani, their Stay Put eyeliner in Moss Boss. So you can see it's green, but it's got a little bit more of like a gray shift to it. And here are those two liners in comparison to the one from LA Girl that is called Limelight. So there's kind of three options for a green liner that you could use in your waterline. So with this eye, you could just pop on some mascara and be done. Or you could add a little something to the lower lash line. The idea is that with these, we'll say 3 products, a bronzer, the eyeshadow palette, and a liner, you can really customize how you want to wear your green for St. Patrick's Day. I am going to kind of even them out a little bit because I do have somewhere to go later. So I'm now going to make them match. But here, like you see, there's more the gold on top, the green on bottom. And this eye, we've got kind of the, almost, it looks now like it's, what is it called? Shifting from the lighter goldish green to darker green. So you really could make it how punchy you want, or how maybe more calm or subdued you would like the green eyeshadow to look. But like I said, right now I'm gonna make these match and make it look like I meant to have my eyeshadow be the same on both eyes. These Maybelline lifter glosses, I almost end up licking it off every single time. This is in 008 Stone. All right, well now here you have a third option, a combination of both, a little something on the top and the bottom lash. Again, you could totally customize this. If you really wanted to give it a little punch even, we could take a little bit of this gold and put it right in the corner as our inner corner highlight to give it a little extra something. Here we go. See what I mean? You really can punch it up as much as you want or keep it more calm. It just depends on what you like for your eyeshadow look. So I hope this helps you on deciding for an eyeshadow look for St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.